Okay, I'm here. It's Christina Merkley, and I'm doing the visual coaching work that I do. And I have Anna here. Hi, Anna.
Hi.
And we've just had a quick little talk, not much in terms of what's up for you. So I guess we'll start there. And it's okay to ramble if you feel like you're rambling. It's not rambling, we're zeroing in. So we'll zero in on how this is landing for you, and then I'll see which tool makes sense to do with you.
Okay. So I think in terms of just my check-in, how I feel today is, as I was saying, it feels like a bit of a fog. It's been 30 days, more than 30 days being indoors with some,
Wow.
outings in between. But I just feel like sort of the weight on my shoulders for this, through this whole crisis. And recently it really impacted more because colleagues and close friends of mine are starting to lose their loved ones due to the
Oh,
virus.
wow. Wow. You're right there in New York. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So, and then for me, my own situation personally is that I've been struggling to wanting to make a career change. And this just brought everything to a halt, right? So I feel like I'm still in this, with the crisis added to the whole situation. I was really trying to work and trying to get clarity about my future. What is my vision for that? And I've really been struggling with that
Mhm.
because the sort of survival mode kicked in, right? Like I don't want to get sick. I have to protect myself. I'm here with my husband, so at least I'm not alone. But regardless, it just feels like the whole world came to a whole different,
Yeah, it did.
yeah. So that in a nutshell is, it's kind
Okay,
of where I
sweetie.
am.
I know where I'm gonna take you if you want to go there. I want to beam you out and go talk to your future self. She's the one who knows. Yeah. Is that okay by you?
Yes.
Okay. Hold on. I'm just gonna bring up a template, and then I'll share my screen. And I know you are well versed now in the future self, which is good. And we may go to the one you've already gone to, or we may go to another one who's even further out in time. I don't know. We'll see what happens here.
Okay.
Now, hopefully you are you seeing the future self template?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm not,
Okay, so let's talk about your future self that you've already gone to. Where is she in time?
I want to say 5 years from now.
Did you, what do you mean you want to say? I mean, if you did it before, where was she?
I think before it was 1 year, but I want to go further because I
Okay.
know it's going to take me time
Okay, very
to
good.
get to
Yep.
where I want to
Okay,
go.
I love where you're going. Okay, so do you want the same month that we're in? So April, or is it another month?
April is good.
Okay, so if it's 5 years from now, that's going to take us to 2025. So
Yes.
April 2025. Okay. What was your, you can use a different one, but what is your vehicle of transportation?
Oh,
What brought you there to your one who was a year out? What did you use to get there? Do you remember?
I think it was like some sort of spaceship.
Okay, you want to still use a spaceship?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's do that. Some sort of spaceship, rocket, whatever it might be.
Yeah.
And it materializes there in your apartment, wherever you are in New York here in 2020. And I'll just talk you through this,
Yes.
and just, as we do this, this is, just to talk to your left brain. Left brain, it's okay. We're going to have some fun. We're going to do some imagining. This is actually connecting in with the right brain, the subconscious. So hang in there, left brain, do your best. Believe it or not, a spaceship has shown up in the apartment and you're now getting into it. And you're setting the dials,
Yes.
or you're doing whatever you need to do to kind of program it to go to April 2025. So nestle on in there, and maybe it starts to move itself and shake itself and kind of get up above the city. Whew, feels a little better as we get up there, up into the clouds and up into the
Yeah, I took
atmosphere.
off from the rooftop of my building.
Yeah, cool. Yep, excellent. Good. So there's that rocket, and you get in there on the rooftop of the building, and the spaceship starts to move up above the building and up above the city, and then it starts to move forward in time. And so it's moving you away from April 2020 and all of its angst going on with the pandemic and all the stuff going on there in New York, and things that are going on with your colleagues and their loved ones and friends who are being impacted, and some of them even dying from the virus and all the ramifications going on. And you're moving away from that hubbub. Oh, feels good to kind of get some distance and some space. And you're starting to move, the months are starting, weeks, days, believe it or not, minutes, hours, weeks, days are starting to move forward in time, and things are shifting and changing. And you're moving out of the month of April and May and June and July, and the summer starts to fly by, and the fall starts to fly by, and maybe things are happening with understanding the virus better, and maybe there's things happening with response and with vaccines or whatever kind of methods are our brilliant scientists around the world are figuring out things, and we're collaborating like we've never collaborated before to really deal with this stuff. And we're moving forward into 2021, and then blitzing through the quarters of 2021 and moving forward, and we cross the line into 2022, and this spaceship is just hurling you forward in time. And your future self, you're going to the home and place of your future self out there in 2025, and she knows you are coming, and she is delighted to get things ready, and she senses you. She's like, she's halfway through those years. She's getting ready for you to come in. And so you're blitzing through that 2023 period, and 2024 kind of whips by. All sorts of things have occurred in the interim. And then you start to come into a landing into the era of 2025, and just notice as the spaceship starts to come down and kind of comes back into planet Earth, where it comes down. Maybe it's coming into a city scene, maybe it's coming into other sort of scene. You might see things, you might just know them, you might feel that you're making things up and they're popping into your head. However the heck they happen, they're okay, Anna. So as you're coming in for landing into 2025, is there anything that you notice or you sense? Are you coming into the city, or where are you coming into?
I'm coming into a city.
Okay, so you're coming into a city. What do you notice as you're coming in for a landing in this city?
Um, Water, beautiful landscapes.
Mm.
Yeah. Part of me feels pulled towards Washington, D.C., which is where home was, or California, Northern California.
Okay, so just come a little closer. You may know what it is specifically, or it may just be general.
Mhm.
It doesn't matter. But you sense your future self, and this spaceship really knows where the future self is. So the spaceship is bringing you down to the home, or wherever the future self wants to have you arrive. So notice where you're brought to. What starts to show up? Where does the future self arrange to have you come in for a landing?
Hmm. Uh, it feels like it looks like a landing area of where there's a body of water.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Handy, because I happen to have a body of water on this map. I love it. Okay, good. So coming in for this body of water and coming in for a landing, and you come in safely for a landing, and the spaceship allows you to disembark, and it's going to wait for you while you visit here with your future self. So thank it and know that you'll be coming back. And as you step down onto the ground, anything you notice about the ground?
Um, Well, there's definitely people there ready to greet me with the future self, and it seems like everybody seems healthy, and it's a beautiful sunny day. So it's like a welcoming committee.
Mm.
Yeah.
So be received by the healthy welcoming committee.
Yes.
They're just delighted. They knew you were going to come, and they've just laid out the red carpet for you. So allow yourself to be received by this committee. And I don't know if they're touchy-feely committee or how they are, if they're formal or they're informal, but I know that they have great care for you, and even love and concern, and just are delighted that you're coming to visit.
If we're greeting each other by just doing the namaste greeting, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So, so it's very, and everybody's smiling. So we're all glad to see each other. And there's my future self in a white outfit.
Okay, so you've spotted her and she's got a white outfit on. You know, when you get a whiff of
Yeah.
somebody and you see somebody for the first time, you kind of get hit with information, your kind of first impressions. What do you see her in white, and what does she emit? What do you receive about her?
Warmth, care, openness, kindness, a nice calming smile. You know, we're a very good energy.
Hmm. Okay, allow yourself to be specifically greeted and received by her. It's so nice to
Yeah, and
be
we
greeted.
do embrace each other, you know, in a hug.
Sweet. Get hugged. Go get hugged by that future self. Feel that love, feel that delight in having you there. Feel she knows you because she's been you. She knows what it was like in 2020. So be received by this woman who knows what it was like. You know, you're a refugee from 2020. Be received by her.
Feels nice.
Yeah. And when you're ready, she's going to take you somewhere. So to go have a little chit chat. And maybe she takes you a tour around where she is. Just notice as she's leading you to this place to have a conversation. See if you get any information, if you see anything or sense anything as she's leading you there. And where does she lead you?
To a red mini convertible.
Ooh, I love it. Okay. So
My,
you're there in the convertible.
I have a red mini now, so it's still lasting. So yeah, so we get in this convertible car, and the breeze is nice, and we're on a road with a lot of beautiful trees because it's April and the flowers are blooming. So
Okay, so you're there in that convertible and she's taking you for a spin, and you're getting to see all the beauty of April in 2025. And as you're whipping along together, is she taking you to a particular destination, or this is just, it's fun to be in the convertible whipping along?
we're being taken to a what looks like it's like a cabin, you know, near the woods, and there's still water nearby, but it's a nice cabin for us.
Okay, wonderful. So she's taking you to this cool cabin in the woods.
Mhm.
So a
And
lot,
so
perfect.
we arrive, and you know, just she escorts me in. We're ready to be in dialogue with each other.
Okay, beautiful. So sitting down, these beautiful surroundings, and now you get to have a talk with her. And who better to talk to? Who better to get advice from, but from yourself who's lived through it all. What do you want to open up with? What do you want to ask her?
Have I made the right choices career-wise?
Okay, future self, she's right into the career stuff. What do you have to say to her about the career stuff?
Um,
Now, I'm going to invite you. In fact, let's just do this right now because this will help.
okay.
This will help. See if the future self's okay with you embodying her. You've done this with your earlier future self. See if this one's okay with it, with you just kind of jumping into her body for a moment.
Okay. Yes, she is.
She's okay with that. We always ask. It's nice, subtle energy etiquette to ask. Okay. So she's okay. So with that, with your ability to know how to do this, we all do, just jump into her body and stand in her body in that white clothing and in this environment, her environment there in 2025. And she's got a certain kind of work. She's got relationships. She's got this welcoming committee that's also part of things around her. She's got, hindsight on the whole 2020 thing.
Mm,
She's been through it and lived through it. And she probably has, because she has and was there in New York and everything, she's got it a perspective, right? Having lived through that experience and got to the other side, and maybe it still unfolds, and she has a future self from here, so she's still in evolution, but she's got an edge on you because she's got 5 years. So really feel what that feels like. Feel that body, feel that nervous system, and feel it down to its cells, Anna. Vibrate with it, if you will.
okay.
And she's got a head, she's got a certain thoughts and perspective. You can go up and feel what the head feels like. And then maybe go down into the heart and feel what the heart feels like. And maybe even go down further, the third brain, into the gut, what her gut feels like. So you've got the benefit of her head and her heart and her gut, the 3 brains. She's done a lot of developing. She's been
Okay.
through a lot of stuff, right? Just feel that. When you're ready, bop yourself out. Give her a little thank you and bow to have done that. And when you're pulling yourself back, you can't help but bring some of that with you, and that's okay. That's a gift from our future selves. Now, you may have some intelligence as you pull back and understand some things about her life. The reason why I wanted you to do that is, as we go into this, I may ask you to embody the future self and speak from her, right?
I see.
If it gets confusing, right? If you're trying to figure it out from a head place, then I may have you get back in there and talk from her, right?
I,
So so we'll see. But you're standing in front of her, and the first thing you're asking her is, hey, future self, what's up with my career? See what she says. Did you get any, as you're standing outside of her body, just asking her that question? See if you can get anything from her. If you can't, then you can jump in and kind of speak from her perspective. But let's try it from you outside of her right now.
she's saying that I have followed my heart
Mm,
and that whatever I'm doing, as long as it brings me joy and it's giving me purpose, then I've made the right choice.
purpose and joy are the right choices. Okay.
I'm feeling valued and making contributions.
Okay. Now, did she really answer your question? She did at one level, but I'm just wondering if your left brain is kind of like, yeah, but what are you doing?
What is it that I'm doing right? What is the career choice?
Hmm. What does she say?
It's entirely up to me. She's saying it's entirely up. This is what you chose, and if you're feeling, if your heart is full by what you're doing, and what I'm doing is maximizing my talents and my skills, and that's my current life, and it feels like I've made a lot of progress from where I was 5 years ago.
Mhm. Great. Now what do you want to ask her?
What will my retirement look like?
Mhm. What does she say to you?
Um, let's talk about that. It's an opportunity to create that vision.
Is she
My
is
retirement looks like I'm still happy in my marriage. You know, that's one thing I definitely want, and continue to be creative and continue to be connected to other human beings. And maybe I can consult and finally have my own business.
okay? So I want you to go back and I want you to embody, jump back into her body.
Okay.
And I'm going to ask you some questions and you're going to speak as her. Okay?
Okay.
So jump on back in there.
Okay.
Okay, Anna. So I'm asking questions on behalf of your 2020 self who came to visit. And I'm totally myself okay with general answers. Sometimes it happens that way. What do you want to say to your 2020 self about this career stuff? She's asking about career. She's asking about retirement. What else do you want to say to her about that stuff? Do you have specifics?
I don't, because I want to encourage Anna to be in the moment and to enjoy life right now.
Ooh, I love it. Okay, good. What else do you want her to get and understand? Be in the moment, enjoy life right now.
Mm-hmm.
You were her, you were there. She's just spent, this is back when you were 30 days in of the lockdown. You've been inside with your husband in that apartment for 30 days.
Mm-hmm.
What do you say to her? You've been through it, you know it. You know what's coming too. What do you say to her, this one who's been in there for 30 days?
Come out and enjoy the sunshine
Okay, good.
and get back to the life that brings you joy. Unlock, the creativity that's been, it seems like it's been bottled up for some time.
Yeah, what's your awareness about creativity? What can you tell her about creativity? What's your message to her about creativity?
Let the fear of um, of being not good enough or imperfect, let that go. Don't judge yourself too much. Let just your authentic self draw whatever comes to mind. Just enjoy the moment of that creativity, wherever it takes you. Enjoy the colors, enjoy the energy that it brings, enjoy, just let the right brain kind of flow.
Mm, excellent advice. Well, you know her yabbas because you were once her. So what else does she need to hear from your perspective? What are your soothing thoughts? What's your wisdom to her overall?
Rely on your on that angel on one side. You know, I've let the Kremlin take over too much all this time.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. You know, my confidence is definitely, my work shows when I'm completely confident. So it's very different. Or her work shows when she's very confident.
Mm-hmm. So tell us more about that angel.
The angel is kind, it's loving, it's funny, creative, very smart,
Mm-hmm.
free spirited.
Mm. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask you to body hop. You're gonna body hop from the future self and you're gonna jump on over to the angel. Get on over there and embody the angel.
Okay.
Angel, what do you want to say? What do you want me to write on this map that stares back at Anna in 2020?
I want to say you were amazing helping so many people during the health crisis. So continue to do that, but be kind to yourself most of all.
Hmm. What messages does she have right for you? She gets you. She understands you. She has that angel perspective on you. What does she want you to know? What's the kind message?
What's the kind message?
Mm-hmm.
Be forgiving of my, what I viewed as my um, shortcomings, my judgment, you know, self-judgment, the fear that holds me back. Let
Mm-hmm.
the fear, you know, she's encouraged me to let the fear go.
Mm-hmm. Be forgiving, let the fear go. So if you're letting go of the fear, what are you doing?
And being free,
Ah,
free yourself. Be creative, you know.
so Angel, you know deep down what's going on for Anna around this creativity. What do you know from your perspective? What do you want to relay to her? She gets a little hampered, and boy, do I see this a lot, right? Amongst other things, a GRGF instructor, and that's how I know Anna. I see a lot of people, and she's one in particular, right? She came to every class, but real reluctant to show the assignments. So, and I have huge compassion for that, as I know you do too, Angel. So what do you want to say to her? And this doesn't have to be about just GRGF work. This is about her being her own authentic self and being good enough in so many different ways, right?
Right.
Yeah. So Angel, what do you say?
You have done successful, amazing work before. You have published work. You have exhibited art in the past. So you can do this.
Mm.
It's been 20 years.
Mm.
That's been, you know, I'm holding back on this. I don't know what it is. It's like
The angel knows. Be the angel. See, you're shifting out of consciousness. Get back in there and be the angel.
The
Angel,
angel,
angel.
angel is saying, the angel say, break out of the cage.
Yay, good, good.
Yes.
And Angel, she's got some stuff. This is new one. I didn't know this. She's got some stuff about
Yeah.
about age. So what do you
Age.
say about this age? Yeah, 20 years has gone by. So she's got some stuff maybe in there like, oh, it's been 20 years, or, you went this route, you went that route. I know as a creative person, that stuff never goes away, but I also know how one can get hangups about stuff like that if you've kind of been doing some other things for a while.
It's never too late, right? It's
Mm.
don't think of the time and just do it.
Getting that down, Angel. What else do you want me to get down? I got the breaking out of the chains here, right? Out of the cage, break out of the cage.
Yes. Dance, like nobody's watching, because like I love the image here of this woman just dancing and twirling, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's a great, like, just jump and do it.
Awesome, Angel.
Yes.
Angel, this might not be your take on things, but I'm going to ask anyway. Are there any specifics? Anything that you want Anna to do or be during this time in 2020 and beyond over these next couple of years? What's your guidance? What's your suggestions? Anything else?
Don't overthink the choices. Just go with what the heart calls you to do.
Mm. Okay, I'm going to draw the heart in there. Go with the heart.
Yeah.
Not the head, the heart. Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't overthink. Some of us get into our heads too much. Yeah. Okay, wonderful. What else? Anything else?
And heal yourself.
How?
um I haven't really grieved many losses, especially my
Mm,
mom's. And so be kind and take time to also heal the heart. And I have started a tribute box to my mom, an art piece, and I didn't finish it because I got stuck writing her a letter. So,
mm. So you're mid-process. So
yes,
so Angel's saying keep going with that process. That's a healing process.
yes,
Okay. Very practical step. Thank you, Angel.
yes.
Anything else you would suggest?
And journal more. As I'm saying this, I'm crying because it's been really hard.
Of course. Mm-hmm.
So journal, and I wanna practice graphic journaling. So I wanna do that.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so she's telling you to do that. What else is she telling you?
And when it's safe, I want to go back to my favorite island and enjoy the sun and the water and being in touch with nature. Be with other strong women. My support system is very important. Family.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I'm the only girl out of 6, so I have 5 brothers. So,
Oh boy.
but 2 of them are my closest friends. So
Nice.
Yeah.
So what she's saying to you there about them, she's saying to you something about the femininity, right? Like given you were so surrounded by boys, your girlfriends and female friends, and that feminine aspect is really important.
Right.
And she's probably also saying something there about the brothers. Is there anything that she's suggesting there?
Um, just to continue to be kind and support them. You know, I'm fearful I'm gonna lose one to alcoholism,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm just doing my best to by being here and loving them and being here for them.
Okay, that's what she tells you. All you can do is do your
Be,
best.
yeah,
He's got his own path, and of course you're going to have your worries, concerns, but there's only what you can do is love.
right.
Okay, really good information and guidance. Thank you, Angel. Anything else? You two can connect at any time. You don't need me to do it. But since I'm here and holding space for you, anything else she wants to say at this point in time?
Just keep doing what you love doing in terms of your work, helping others, using your creative energy, being a facilitator, a process facilitator, and just meet people where they're at.
Beautiful. Excellent. Good. Anything else, Angel? Knowing you can come to Anna in her dreams and she can journal, you two can journal between each other. She'll show up in your creativity with the tribute that you're working on with your mom for your mom.
One last advice is just pick, I collect angels. So one,
Mm,
pick your favorite angel and hold on to that angel whenever
okay.
things get tough.
Yeah, good. Pick one and carry it with her.
Yes,
Carry it with you. It's a little talisman, and it sounds like it's a shorthand to her, right? A way that you can quickly connect with her. It's a little telepathy
yes,
tool to be able to connect with your angel.
yes.
Okay, wonderful advice.
And
Angel.
I will always be here. So
Mm-hmm.
just we know how to tap into each other to reconnect.
Mm-hmm. She's such an ally for you. She's
Yes.
right there. Yeah, that feels better. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, well, Angel, she's about to go back to 2020. Any other things you want to say to her? She returns to her time and coming back differently because she's got this connection and she's got this perspective from you and the future self. But anything else as she makes her way back to the spaceship that brought her here? Anything else you want to say? Is there any parting gifts? Sometimes the angel has a gift. It might just be the awareness of, hey, when you look at that angel that you have in the physical in 2020, remember I'm right here with you. That may have just been the gift, but is there anything else you want to give her?
Just a lotus flower
Ooh,
to take and encouragement to stay healthy, active and healthy,
okay.
because she knows, the angel knows longevity is in my genes.
Mm-hmm. So just reminding you, here's the lotus flower, taking that lotus, so out of the mud, right? Out of the mud that is New York in 2020, a lotus is coming out of it.
Yes.
That flower, that's the universal symbol there. That great Indian wisdom too, of the Vedic tradition of that lotus through the mud. And out of that mud comes that enlightenment. Taking the lotus with you, thanking her for that.
Yep.
Getting the symbolism and more might unfold over time.
Mm-hmm.
Making your way back, extracting yourself out of her body, giving a bow to her for that exchange. Back to the future self in that convertible, driving you back from those cabin in the woods back to the city and depositing you where the spaceship is waiting for you.
Mm-hmm.
See if the future self has anything that she wants to give you. Maybe it's just a hug goodbye and all her love and well wishes. Anything else she wants to give to you as you're about to make your way back to 2020?
She hands me a blank journal.
Mm. So taking that blank journal,
Mm-hmm.
tucking it under your arm,
Yes.
waving goodbye, blowing kisses.
Yes. Put my little helmet on.
Yeah, excellent.
I'm back in the ship.
Back in the ship, and the ship knows to take you back in time, so it's kind of turning itself around, and it's pointed in the direction of 2020, and it's taking off up above 2025, and it's blitzing through the seasons of 2025, and it hits 24, and it blitzes through the seasons of 24. And then 23, it does the same thing through the seasons into 2022. And then it blitzes through that year into 2021. Same thing, blitzes through the months of 2021. And then it crosses the barrier into 2020 and starts to come in for a landing through those earlier or later months into the earlier ones. And it spots April, and it spots you in New York, and it spots your building, and it comes down and it lands precisionally, perfectly on the rooftop of your building there in New York in April 2020, 17th to be exact. It's about 4 o'clock in the afternoon. And you step out with your journal and your lotus flower, and having come back from this incredible journey with your future self and with your angel, thanking and bowing to that spaceship, and it poofs, it disappears, or maybe it waits there for you. If you want to use it again in the future, you can summon it whenever you care to, and making your way down the stairs or whatever you need to your particular suite, walking through the door of the suite, and then coming back, being in front of the computer, in front of this webinar. When you're ready, stretching your body and opening your eyes. And if you haven't already seen it, there's a whole mess of stuff on this map. The map is not the territory. The territory is inside of you. The map is a pale reflection of what just happened, but it can be helpful to bring back some of the gist and some of the essence. And as you open your eyes, you'll see, you can see there's sections there for the characteristics. There's discussion points. We've got the angel. We've got you on the island. We've got the red convertible in there, and the graphic journal and the lotus flower, and I'll continue to color this up a little bit before I send it to you.
It's beautiful.
Oh, it was fun to do. What a beautiful journey. What an awesome future self and angel. And what do you notice? Like I say, you come into a session and we figure out what the heck we're going to do, and we do it. And then at the end of it, I go, so how are you now? Doesn't mean everything has to be, peachy peachy keen, but usually a shift has happened. So anything you notice about your somatic or anything having come back from this incredible journey you just did?
Yeah. Oh my God. I feel, I definitely don't see the fog, right? It's all clear. And the visuals definitely, the words and the visuals really help me just looking at it now. But the process of embodying and being able to have that dialogue and hear the angel also was very, very, it created a big shift, I guess is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. Yeah, remember you've got these aspects of your consciousness, right? And you did it. So you are able to tap into those, and you've got that journal. I'm going to guess that's going to be part of the journaling, is to be able to commune with that future self and with those angels, and have that communication flowing back and forth that will help you get through this challenging time. And hopefully with this journey, you're getting that felt sense of you on that other side of it, which helps all of us, right? We're all one, we're all connected. So you doing this inner work and finding your future self on the other side of what's going on in New York right now, not taking away what's happening. I mean, but your future self went through it. So she's able to guide, and the angel certainly has a whole different take on things, which can be very valuable when we're in the midst of something that's super challenging.
Yes. And
Thank
I can
you.
breathe.
Yeah, yeah, I can breathe. Yay. That's something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The chest is not as tight, and
Mhm.
yeah, it's pretty amazing. Even the tension on my shoulders and neck seems less.
Yay. Well, I'm going to take a cue from your future self there with the namaste, right? Namaste, Anna. Thank you for the inner work you just did. Gorgeous. And I wish you all the best. And I wish all the best to New York and obviously to the world, right? And thank you for being willing to do your inner work and allow other people to view it. It helps us all.
Thank you. This is amazing. I really appreciate all you're doing and your kindness and your amazing talent and skills that you shared. So, and creating this space for me, because it was very, very helpful.
You're so welcome. Okay, take good care. Bye for
You
now.
too. Thank you. Bye bye.